Obama said, what? Huh? Nah, see, now I got to call my mom and pops, man. I've been trying to tell them folks about Obama, but they going to have to hear me this time. Obama said boys need to have more exposure than just from their father. Their father can't be everything to them. They need to have a friend, a boy that swing the other way to teach them sympathy and empathy. Brother, I ain't never heard something as dumb as that a day in my life. Cause you telling me I'm a father. So one, I'm all my son need from a father figure perspective. So telling fathers out here that your young boy, your son, need to have other dudes in his life to teach him stuff is crazy already. That's one thing. Then you gonna jump over the mother. Cause it's like, cool, I can't provide the empathy and sympathy. Let's just say that's what your mama is for. How you gonna jump over the mama and say that's why you should have a friend that swing the other way to teach that to your son? Bro,
Boy, Barack Obama has really stepped in it. So, I made that video last week talking about how Obama said that every boy should have essentially a gay friend or some kind of gay mentor so they can understand empathy and sympathy. Obama is a gift that keeps on giving, let alone all the stuff that's going on with him and Tulsi Gabbard and all the things that he's been accused of in terms of trying to sabotage the Trump presidency and the false intelligence information that he provided. Put that to the side. Black men are upset with Barack Obama, and I'm glad to see it because Obama has been the main one pushing this LGBTQ stuff, the feminization of black men. Barack Obama has been the main catalyst to that. He made it cool to be trans and LGBTQ in the black community. He made pastors get on board with this stuff. He made pastors to affirm this stuff or muzzle themselves when it came to this stuff. Obama has been the one that has done the most damage to the progress made in the black community. Barack Obama did that. And too many people think of Obama as some kind of savior, some kind of God. He did nothing for black people but set black people back. He set back the relations between the ethnicities because of all the things he was doing underhandedly. And so now black men, straight black men, are finally voicing their displeasure with Obama, and I'm here for it. If you want to incorporate gold or silver or other precious metals into your retirement portfolio, go to thebiblicalconservative.com/gold or click on the link in the description.
And that's one of the things that I think a lot of times boys need is not just exposure to one guy.
Mm-hmm. One dad.
No matter how good the dad
is. He can't be everything.
He can't be everything. And that boy may need somebody to give the boy some perspective on the dad.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
One of the most valuable things I learned as a guy was I had a gay professor in college at a time when openly gay folks still weren't out of line, who became one of my favorite professors and was a great guy and would call me out when I started saying stuff that was ignorant. You need that to show empathy and kindness. And by the way, you need that person in your friend group so that if you then have a boy who's gay or non-binary or what have you, they have somebody that they can go, okay, I'm not alone in this.
Obama said, what? Huh? Nah, see, now I got to call my mom and pops, man. I've been trying to tell them folks about Obama, but they going to have to hear me this time. Obama said boys need to have more exposure than just from their father. Their father can't be everything to them. They need to have a friend, a boy that swing the other way to teach them sympathy and empathy. Cause you telling me I'm a father. So one, I'm all my son need from a father figure perspective. So telling fathers out here that your young boy, your son, need to have other dudes in his life to teach him stuff is crazy already. That's one thing. Then you gonna jump over the mother. Cause it's like, cool, I can't provide the empathy and sympathy. Let's just say that's what your mama is for. How you gonna jump over the mama and say that's why you should have a friend that swing the other way to teach that to your son? Bro, Obama finna already did. Then he said, yeah, cause you never know. whenever you have a son one day and if he turns out to swing the other way, now he got a role model for him. And now he got somebody like, that's crazy, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. I gotta call my folks because that might be, nah. Like having a 2-parent household is already hard enough, right? Dudes having their fathers, boys having fathers in their life is already hard enough. Now you saying if you got a father, if they got a father, that's not good enough. Your dad can't be everything to you. You need to have a boy, a man in your life that swing the other way. That's crazy.
Yo, like, this has got to be some type of puppeteer show or something going on, right? Have to be reading from a script at this point. What are you talking about? Every young man needs whatever you don't get you from your father, you get it from your mother on the feminine side, where you learn how to be more in touch with your emotions and your understanding. Like, why do I need a gay to tell me anything about myself? You weird. Whatever them's telling you or whatever Mike be telling you, that ain't got nothing to do with the rest of America, bro. The last thing we need is a gay giving us advice.
Let me get just a quick moment of your time for a rant. It is necessary, and I have to get this out. What I'm going to say is going to offend a lot of people. Some of you will quit watching my channel because of it. If that's the case, I understand. This needs to be said. This has to do with everything that Barack Obama took it upon himself to say to black men recently in an interview with his wife. There is somebody behind the scenes who believes that the former president is a mentor or a daddy voice or someone that black men look up to. First of all, let me disabuse that person of that idea. Barack Obama is not our daddy. He is not somebody that we admire. He is not somebody that we seek out his opinion to help guide us through the difficulties of this life. Not even close. This week, the former president took it upon himself to suggest that black boys don't just need a father in their life. Having a father is not enough. Somehow, they need the presence of a gay man to help guide them, to help them understand the world, to help them understand their fathers. That is insane. It's insane. So in case the former president is wondering, sir, we do not need your advice. We do not seek your opinion. This is above your pay grade, and you have no idea what you're talking about. In reality, there are elements in this society that have been at war with black people, in particular black men, for the better part of a couple of centuries. Apparently, the former president is one of those elements. Telling black boys that their dad is not enough, that they don't need him, is a shame. It's a disgrace. It's a crime. Pretending and perpetrating as if you're helping people when actually you're giving them the worst possible moral advice, the worst spiritual advice, the worst practical advice is simply evil. Mr. Former President, stand down. You were not requested. You were not invited. Your opinion holds no weight. It holds no value, and we do not hear you as you were.
And it is kind of rich coming from Obama, given that he never raised sons. So you have to understand something about Barack Obama. He's part of that black triumvirate of those folks that want to keep black people in a permanent state of victimhood. He's part of the black bougie elite, the ones that say they're doing things on your behalf, but they're really not. They could care less about the black community at large. They could care less about black boys at large. He's part of that agenda to feminize black men, feminize black boys. He's part of that agenda. He's pushing that agenda without people really knowing it. That's what he's doing. He's pushing that feminist agenda without folks really knowing it. That is bad advice. That's horrible advice. To say that boys need additional men besides their father is not enough, that sets boys up to disrespect their fathers to begin with. That paints fathers in a negative light. That should not be spoken. And yet people will not say anything about it. Have you heard Roland Martin say anything about it? Have you heard Jamal Bryant say anything about it? Have you heard Freddie Haynes say anything about it? Have you heard any of these black liberation pastors say anything about it? Of course not, because Obama is their daddy. Yeah, Obama is their daddy. They're not going to come out and say anything about it because they can't come out and say anything about it. This is what has led to the destruction of the black community, the destruction of the black family, the elevation of the black woman over the black man. And that's what Obama is saying. And it's the elevation of LGBTQ over the traditional black family. He's elevating and normalizing the alternative family over the traditional family. That's what he did in that comment. And I'm glad to see black men, especially black fathers, are standing up and rejecting that, because that is dangerous speech. That is dangerous rhetoric. That is dangerous. Because if that seed gets planted in the minds of women, black women, who already say they don't need a man, they can just get a gay man to shepherd their boy. You know what that does? That leads to further destruction in the black community. We're already at 13%. What do you think will happen if all our boys grow up and be gay? But that's what they want. It's the furthering of that eugenics movement. Birth control, abortion, and the ultimate sterilization is being gay and homosexual. And that's the push. And that's the push of the enemy. He's always wanted to sterilize and destroy the seed. And what's the easiest way to do that? By have them participating in a lifestyle that doesn't lead to reproduction. Obama should be ashamed of himself. I'm glad these black men were blasting him. We're not victims. We are empowered for greatness.